Hello and welcome to round 11 of the National Premier League Women's here in Canberra. It's Gungahlin United hosting Belconnen United at Gungahlin Enclosed on a chilly, windy, early afternoon here in Canberra. I'm Sam Watson, your commentator. Really interesting game between these two sides. Top of the league, 10 wins from 10. Best goal difference in the league. Most goals scored, least goals conceded. Up against Gungahlin United, team within the top four, sitting in third place, having played 10, won 5, drawn 2 and lost 3. They have played one more competitors amongst the rest of the top 5. Belcon played 10. Olympics sit above Gungahlin, having played 9 with 1 point advantage on them. West Canberra played 9. They sit 1 point behind Gungahlin. Canberra Croatia have dropped out of the top 4, but they sit in 5th place, having played 8 games, level on points with West Canberra on 16. So the top 4 race is a really exciting one. Still early in this season, but Belconnen the clear favourites for the title. Perfect record so far. Can Gungahlin be the team to cause them to drop points for the first time this season? Undefeated in the Cup as well and won the Charity Shield. They've not lost game 2025. It's a really difficult task for Marcial Munoz's team. And when these two met early in the season, the round 4 game, Gungahlin put in a good performance. They did lose 4-2 that day though, but having gone 3-0 down, brought it back to 3-2. 2 incredible Bonnie Young goals, brought them within 1 of drawing level, but a late Alyssa DeCampley goal sealed the 3 points at McKellar Park for Belconnen. In 2024, it was a similar story, although Gungahlin did disrupt Belconnen's winning run with a 2-1 victory in round 9 in 2024. That day, Riley Ewan, 6th minute goal was cancelled out by an Alex Nealand and Sharon Chow goals either side of half-time. Can they replicate something like that? They'll need to if they want to keep the pressure on the teams around them in the top 4. There's 4 teams really vying for those 2nd, 3rd and 4th spots on the table that do guarantee finals. One of these teams, one of Canberra, Croatia, West Canberra, Gungahlin or Olympic, will miss out. They really need to be picking up points. As Belconnen United join Gungahlin on the field, we'll go through the starting lineups for both teams. Marcial Munoz names a 4-3-3 formation. There are 3 changes from the team that put away Madura 3-0 in their last match in round 10 last week. In goal, Hannah Ferguson, number 31, gets the start with no Georgia Ritchie. It's a back 4 of number 16, Ivy Stevens at left back, number 50, Annalise Grove at right back, number 25, Ayla Robertson partnering number 6, Maddie per center of defense. It's a midfield 3, number 8, Stella DeMarco, and expect number 13, Nat DeMarco, to be the more advanced. It's a front 3. Number 5, Darby Whiteley on the left, number 15, Chelsea Haley on the right, and number 9, Megan Castle through the middle. There is no Ginger Oliver and no Bonnie Young named in the starting, really big losses, given the quality of both players. On the bench, number 11, Olivia Budeweg, number 14, Lucy Darcy, number 29, Ella Hall, number 33, Danielle Smith, and number 51, Jada Lamont. That is the team. So big absentees for Gungahlin. Looking at the side, they named just 1 change from the side that beat Canberra Croatia in their game in round 2-1 victory for Belconnen. Another difficult game for them up against Croatia, but they managed to be good enough to get the 3 points. Matilde Laurel Ty, number 1, continues in 7. Steffi at right back. Lauren Preston in the midfield. Number 8, Anika Corrie, sits with number 38, Talia Backhouse, with number 21, Peltine, the advanced player from that midfield. Up front, number 3, Kira Bobbin on the left, number 28, Alina Roberts on the right, and number 17, Alyssa DeCampley through the middle. Two sides matching each other with formations, 4-3-3 shape themselves. Their one change is Maddie Steinecker, who is not in the squad for this game. On the bench, number 12, Sophia Dumos, number 13, Lisa Carey, number 18, Samantha Shea, number 23, Layla Billington, and number 35, Madison Sawkins. But Gungahlin United have scored 41 in the respectively. Two teams very capable in front of goal. Two teams with players at the top of the Golden Boot rankings. Currently, the leader is Kira Bobbin from Gungahlin, from Belconnen, who leads the way with 14. Lisa DeCampley has 11, and Nika Corey has 9. Lillian Altamore and Peltine both have 6. Bobbin also leads the assists in the NPL Women's. They've got so many players who have scored this season. Gungahlin United, their top scorers Bonnie Young, Megan Castle, Ginger Oliver, 2 of which aren't here. Young has 10 and leads her side. Almost set for kickoff. Pitch conditions look very favourable. It's a really great day for football. Not too cold, but and we are underway at Gungahlin Enclosed. Belconnen United kicking from catching a bit of wind and going out of play. That will be a key concern for both teams today. Picked up by Bronte Pike, Darby Whiteley on the ball. Given away to Alyssa DeCampley. Bobbin making an early run forward, trying to take on Robertson. Not quality of Kira Bobbin. And Ailish McDonough will head over to swing this one in. With the left foot. Always a dangerous deliverer of the ball. Bronte Pike in the area. Dangerous Tigers, scored plenty of goals off headers from corners this season. It's in for Talia Backhouse, but again the wind playing a factor in making that ball more difficult to keep in. Throw for Annalise Grove, the right back for Gungahlin. Returning to the team she played for in 2022. Megan Castle with it back to goal. Tackle by Belconnen. Grove will get another chance to move her team up the field. Goes the way of Belconnen. Long ball out of play. Back it goes to Annalise Grove. Sister of Sasha Grove, of course. Ex-Canberra United, current Western United A-League women's player. Experience at NPL level. They went off to play college level in the US. She'll look long. Chelsea Hay started the season as a fullback, but has been moved to a more advanced position. And T's Bonnie Young and Ginger Oliver, regular starters on those wings. Hudson, did you get the ball? Teens stays down. Now Hannah Ferguson on the ball. Really exciting opportunity for her in goal for Gungahlin. No Georgia Ritchie. Grove. Throw goes away with Belconnen. Legends looking for to complete. Well won by Ayla Robertson. Now Stella DeMarco wide to Maddie Percival. Stevens back to Maddie Percival, captain. Pike is him. Back it goes to Ferguson. Looking for early on. On to Stevens. Lena Roberts makes the interception. Ayla Robertson can't find a teammate with that flick. Backhouse looking to release Corrie. The ball's been picked up by DeCampo. Did really well to get away from a marker. And it's a player down for Belconnen. Play has stopped. Could be Kira Bobbin. Not the player Scott Collin will want to see down for his side. Barely played 6 minutes. And already Belconnen's most dangerous forward on the ground. Requiring some treatment potentially. Good to see her getting back to her feet though. Looks to be okay. Kira Bobbin, a player who's scored 14 goals and assisted 10, 24 goal contributions altogether. Looks like she will continue. Wide it goes to Annalise Grove. Back by Grove. Robertson. We're not really playing into Gungahlin's hands at the moment in terms of the direction it's going. Bobbin putting the pressure on Percival. As she returns to the field. Picked up by Kira Bobbin. Accelerating away from Percival. Touch a bit heavy and not helped by the wind. Legends. How the play goes. Players still adjusting to the conditions. Haven't seen any clear openings on goal early on. press to win the ball back, making it difficult for Belconnen to keep the ball. To Robertson, so both sides are applying the pressure. That time McDonough stepping forward from central defence to force the giveaway. Natamaka thought she was fouled though. Driving forward, intercepted by Alina Roberts. The game really well up against DeCampley, asking for the foul. Too much physicality from DeMarco. Picks up an early yellow card. So Stella DeMarco will have to be careful for the rest of the game. Booked inside 10 minutes. Still 80 to play. For disrupting that attack. Talia Backhouse standing over this ball. It's a central free kick, not the best angle for a cross or a shot. What will it be from Backhouse? It's a cross, looking for Teen, and it's held by Hannah Ferguson. Confident and comfortable claim from her. Ayla Robertson can drive out Belconnen, backing off. Gungahlin look to carry the ball forward. Grove. It's a really difficult task on her hands up against Bobbin. That will be an interesting battle to watch. Stella DeMarco. Back to Percival. Robertson for Annalise Grove. Amy Moore. Back to and a play goes from Pike. Belconnen not in their usual rhythm. Well, back by Backhouse. Oh, Backhouse. She is player who won NPL Player of the Year for her team, for kind of Spain and then NPL New South Wales last season. Stevens back heel picked up by Corey. Looking to find DeCampley. Down to Marco shepherding the ball. Looking back for Percival. It puts a boot through it. Can't find Megan Castle. Header won by Stevens. Backhouse picks it up and has a go. Ferguson did well to read it in the end. Great for the bounce. Didn't find the back of the net, but by Hannah Ferguson. Percival back for Stella DeMarco. Closely watched by Annika Corey. Given away to Peltine, who flicks it over Robertson. The wind really picking up now. Grove. Robertson. Moore. Bobbin. surrounded by Belconnen, by Gungahlin players, and they win out in the end. Robertson is down. Marcial Munoz. Surrounding Kira Bobbin with black and white shirts. Robertson looks to be okay. Throw has gone the way of Belconnen. Looking for to complete the throw from Legends. He's going to put the ball into it. Uncertain area. Backhouse. Lovely control, slipping it into Bobbin. Surrounded by black shirts again. Has a bit of room now. Out wide for DeCampley, trying to take on Grove, who defends really well. And that move breaks down in the end for Belconnen. Gungahlin United defending them really well so far. Haven't been able to trouble them going forward though. They've only played 14 minutes though of the game. Ferguson very cool under pressure to give it back to Percival, with Teen coming to close her down. Stevens, Percival. Stevens cross off the head of Alina Roberts, out for another throw. Bronte Pike has done really well here. He's evaded a couple of challenges, gets the ball in as well. A roll through for Ferguson. Rolls it to Ayla Robertson. Happy to play out. Gives it away though. Peltine driving forward. And plays it out for Corrie. Gungahlin got numbers back. Not a player you want to give the ball away to. Peltine, who, having not started many games at the start of the season, has become a key member of the starting 11 in recent games. Flicked on by Roberts. Ayla Robertson gives it away again to Campley. Well recovered by Robertson. Gungahlin happy to play out, but Belconnen forcing plenty of issues. Annalise Grove. Very cool with Kira Bobbin on her back, trying to close her down. Corrie. Intensity really high from both teams. Both teams want the win. Cross from Preston, only found Stevens. That's a Marco. Holds onto the ball effectively. Back from Stevens. Ferguson again. Calm with the ball at her feet. Percival. That's a Marco. Little flick found Stevens. He's trying to release Darby Whiteley. Haven't seen much of either winger for Gungahlin to start the game. Belconnen seeing a lot more of the ball in the final third. Ferguson gives it away. Away by Stella DeMarco into a big gap in that midfield. Picked up almost by Chelsea Haitley. Belconnen have enhanced their dominance a little bit more in the most recent moments of the game. A few giveaways from Gungahlin. Dealt with defensively, recovered quite well on many occasions. Annalise Grove with the throw. Legends in a bit of space. Haitley quick to close her down though. Calmly done by Backhouse. Belconnen camping themselves in the Gungahlin half. Pike with a low ball in. Darby Whiteley all the way back. helping her team out defensively, just trying to run through Belconnen. It's a really good pass in the end. Good shimmy from DeMarco to get away from her marker. And looking for great game. She will take the throw. with the throw for Belconnen. Over for Bobbin on the halfway line, and a play by Annalise Grove, and it goes for a throw. Belconnen can get numbers forward now. Backline stepping up to the halfway line. Legends with a deep throw, looking for Kira Bobbin. Flicked on by Annalise Grove. Talia Backhouse. Corrie. Won by Natamarco. Castle. Now Darby Whiteley stepping away from Pike, looking to release Amy Moore. Sprinting down the left-hand side of the field for Gungahlin. Belconnen win the ball back. Roberts with a looping ball over the top, can't find a teammate. That will be Gungahlin throw from deep in their territory. Stevens looking for Stella DeMarco. Ball one back. Now Talia Backhouse driving forward. Offside flag is up on Alyssa DeCampley. Another move breaks down for Belconnen United. Picked up by Megan Castle. Corrie. Grove gets there ahead of Bobbin again. Nothing working out for Belconnen going forward. At the moment, Gungahlin feel pretty confident of defending them, given the way the game's gone so far. Percival. Darby Whiteley. Natamarco. Stevens. Back it goes to Hannah Ferguson. Much of the game has been played deep in Gungahlin territory. DeMarco's looking for the long ball over. It's a great pass to find Castle. She's looking to scoop it over for Natamarco. The ball pops out for DeMarco. Looking to make dangerous play again by Gungahlin. They can make the most of one of these opportunities and go ahead. Capitalise a really good half from them. Stevens away by Pike. Corrie. Stevens putting the pressure on. Corrie's done really well. Intercepted by Natamarco. Free kick has gone the way of Gungahlin in a promising area on the field. Can they make the most of this chance? Neither side has had too many clear openings. This could be a vital moment in the game for Gungahlin. Megan Castle and Stella DeMarco standing over this ball. Favours the right foot for a shot. Will it be Castle or DeMarco? Megan Castle goes for goal, and it's just wide. It's a really good effort. Went around the wall, and it really troubled Matilde Laurel Ty. Big chance for Gungahlin. Their clearest of the game so far. Them. Nearly made them pay. Then, having themselves not created a whole lot. Team with a bit of room. Looking to stab it through for Bobbin, but positioning from Annalise Grove was really good again. Stella DeMarco with a lovely reverse pass for Nat DeMarco, who's giving Castle something to chase. She's got there. Legends has done really well to win it back. Belconnen defensively have been strong in this game. Gungahlin starting to play some really nice football. DeMarco. Haley on Legends, forcing the throw for Gungahlin. About to enter the final 15 minutes of the half. Remains Gungahlin 0, Belconnen 0. Forward to Campley. Teen. Well read by Hannah Ferguson. Not quite the right ball to find Roberts. They played it short. Amy Moore making up for her team's. That goes the way of Gungahlin, but Amy Moore did really well then to stop Belconnen getting forward. I think it is a free kick for Belconnen United. Amy Moore stopping play. They're playing it back to Preston. I think it was a drop ball in the end. Darby Whiteley wins it back. Lovely little turn away from her marker. Will take on Pike. The pass wasn't a bad idea to find Megan Castle. Stella DeMarco forced back by the pressure of Anika Corrie. Robertson gives it away, and DeCampley is away from Robertson and in on goal. It's Alyssa. Big opportunity for Belconnen. And the referee has given a corner with no clear touch from the goalkeeper. This could be a big moment in the game. Gungahlin United won't be happy if this one goes in. Be an easy one to how windy it still is. McDonough with an in-swinging delivery. Looking for Pike and catches the wind and is over the head of every Belconnen player. I'll be relieved to see that one go out of play for a Gungahlin goal kick. Again, they're playing it short quickly. From Robertson, can't find a teammate. Belconnen sitting really high for those goal kicks. Gungahlin want to play it short, given how none of these long balls are really finding a teammate. Opting to play on the ground. Safer in these conditions. Away, the ball's given again. Pearl Teen for Backhouse. One back by Whiteley. Corrie. Really congested in that midfield. And everyone back for Gungahlin. They're sitting really deep. Crossing from Bobbins out for a corner off Ayla Robertson. Teen will head over to swing this one in. With 13 minutes left plus any additional time. Haven't been too many stoppages in the game. Pelteen's low corner. Not the worst idea in these conditions. Haley looking for Castle that gets there ahead of Legends. Donna with an important win. Space for Teen. Intercepted by Robertson. Well defended in the end by the Gungahlin centre back. Flicked on by DeMarco. Out it goes for a Belconnen throw. Legends for Pearl team might have been shaping that one up for a goal. A goal on goal. Pike, who flicks it on. Ferguson gets it away quickly. Get away from Legends. Can't get away from Bobbin, who's shaping up for a shot. It will come out for Alyssa DeCampley, who's onside. Legends with time again. Gets the cross in. Away by Percival. Hadley puts it out of play for a throw. Belconnen anything half really strong. Two chances in the more recent latter moments of this half. DeCampley, and then the header by Roberts. Away by Grove. Looking for Castle. McDonough for Corrie. Nice turn. But again, Amy Moore coming in to close her down. Away by Robertson. Legends. And then Kokori. It's a lovely ball over looking for Roberts. Who's given it away to Roberts. Commits the foul on Stevens and ends that. Chance for Gungahlin to break forward. Saladamako's free kick. Blocked by Belconnen player. They'll get a deep free kick in their opponent's half. With 10 minutes left of the game, of the first half. Stella DeMarco, Percival, flicking it on for Castle, but Preston will get their first wins, picking up again. Really difficult, as you can imagine. Corrie, throw has gone the way of Gungahlin. Ball was out of play. Stevens with the throw. Pike picks it up and will look to release DeCampley. Robertson in close attention. It's a great release. DeCampley's early ball looking for Grove. Her throw out testing Percival. Given away. Pearl-Teen trying to link up with Corrie. Shakes off Nat DeMarco. Trying to scoop it in for Alina Roberts. McDonough. Bobbin. Grove with another good tackle. Away it goes. O'Connor increasing their pressure again. Gungahlin might just want to get to the break at 0-0. Legends flicked on. Play goes off Bobbin for a Gungahlin throw. Looked like it could have dropped anyway. where angle, but it was a goal. For both sides, it's a comfortable claim for Matilde Laurel tie. We've got 5 minutes left of the contest. Preston forced back to Laurel tie. Haley's coming to put the pressure on. Robertson, back it goes to Ferguson. Stella DeMarco. The press again from Belconnen, nearly catching out Gungahlin. Ferguson's quick feet solved that issue. Peltine's in. Ayla Robertson has dragged her back. Was it outside the box? Referee will have a conversation with the linesman over on that far side. Massive moment in the game, the biggest so far. Peltine just got away from Ayla Robertson. Clear denial of a goal-scoring opportunity. Was it in the box or outside the box in the end? The red card is out. For Ayla Robertson, loss for Gungahlin. Or reduced to 10 players. They've defended so well throughout this game, Gungahlin. But playing out from the back every time they're eventually, you feel, going to be caught out. Peltine, who's been putting in a lot of effort to close down Gungahlin, was in on goal. Given her form as well, you'd expect the net to bulge. Talia Backhouse standing over this ball. We've got just around 3 minutes left of regular time in the first half. Big 10. Lead for Gungahlin. W. Wally putting a lot of effort to win the ball back. Pike is driving forward. And the closest either side has come to opening the score. Lovely pass from Pike away by Grove. It's a corner for Belconnen. What a free kick that was from Talia Backhouse. given her quality, back at a score from there, and she nearly did. Really well executed free kick. Belconnen is heading over to swing this corner in. With just around 2 minutes left. Teen's delivery is a really good one. Great claim from Ferguson. Ferguson and Backhouse's effort. But Ferguson again. Maybe a defender got in the way. Gungahlin holding on at the moment. But that was a real tester for the goalkeeper who did so well. McDonough then looking for Talia Backhouse, who heads over the bar. Gungahlin survive again. Bit of rotation for the back four for Gungahlin. Stevens stays on the left. Chelsea Haylu started the game on the right wing. Has moved to centre back. Gives away the ball. They've gone for the front two with Whiteley, and Whiteley could beat McDonough to this ball. McDonough's done so well to get there. If Darby Whiteley got there, what a moment that would have been for Gungahlin to end the game. Grove in the final minute of the first half. Looking long for Amy Moore. Just kept the ball in. Gungahlin don't look like they're done. I feel given the way they played that first half, they can hold on with 10 players in the second. They'll have to ride a long storm. Percival, calmly done. Wide it goes to Stevens. Still got that 3 in the midfield, just the 2 up front though. DeMarco in strongly on Corrie, wins the ball back. Corrie's done well to stick with Stevens and has done well to win the ball back. We've entered additional time at the end of the first half. There might be a few minutes giving the sending off. Great release from Ferguson. Can't find Annalise Grove. Legends can't keep the bobbin. Grove looking for Castle. Ball came off Castle. Throw goes away, Belconnen. Legends for Bobbin. Trying to turn away from Grove. Some really well Kira Bobbin. But Grove again, so well defended. What a first half performance she's put in. The best attacker in the league, arguably Kira Bobbin. Teen will swing this one in again with their right foot. Plenty of options in the middle. From Teen, it's a tester for Ferguson. And she did get something on it again. Really well so far in this game. A real test. McDonough, Ferguson again. And that is the end of the first half. By sending off for Ayla Robertson with just minutes left in the game, has brought Gungahlin down to 10 men. And they've got it all to do in the second half. So halftime here at Gungahlin Enclosed. It's Gungahlin United 0, Belconnen United 0. Hello and welcome back to the second half of this round 11 National Premier League Women's game between Gungahlin United and Belconnen United. The halftime score is 0-0. Neither side able to find the breakthrough in a pretty close first half. Got Belconnen shading the chances on goal. Didn't have too many though, but Gungahlin are down to 10 players after the 41st minute sending off of Ayla Robertson, having dragged back Peltine, who was in on goal on the edge of the area. And Belconnen United out first. They're ready to go for this second half. They'll feel confident, given the way they played every game this season, up against 10 players as well. Gungahlin still waiting to come out. Apologies for any issues on the stream as well. No goals so far, though. Hopefully more to come in the second half. Belconnen United, having scored a league high 75 this season, will be more than confident of finding the back of the net. But Gungahlin have been defending really well throughout this game. Robertson, who was sent off, was having a good game. Percival at the back, and Annalise Grove, particularly the right fullback, up against Kira Bobbin, doing an incredible job. Not many can say that this season. Special mention as well to goalkeeper Hannah Ferguson, had an outstanding first half clean sheet in 45 minutes against the best attack in the NPL Women's. Some really good saves, some really good takes, and dealt with some dangerous corners as well, really effectively. How will Gungahlin line up for this second half? Looks like Belconnen are unchanged, as Gungahlin heading out now. Ended the half with Chelsea Haitley, started on the wing at centre-back alongside Maddie Percival. Not the first time she's been put there, but not her regular position. As Gungahlin make their way over to this right side of the field. What have they got in the second half? You imagine it'll be a case of playing. I want to win, of course, but they might just play for a point, defend for the game. But as we saw at the end of that first half, they're capable of getting the ball forward. They remain with Darby Whiteley and Megan Castle up front. It looks like an unchanged 11 to start this second half. Almost ready to get back underway at Gungahlin Enclosed. The wind still strong. Belconnen United get us started for the second half. Understandably pushing plenty of numbers forward. Looks like there's just two back at the moment in Legends. And English McDonough. Percival, back it goes to Ferguson. Corrie, or Teen it was, coming in to close down Ferguson. Corrie picks up the ball with Moore, who's had a really good game for Gungahlin in that midfield. It's been key to closing down so many of those players in the midfield. Roberts trying to take on Stevens. It's an early corner for Belconnen. Ferguson will be grateful. She doesn't have the sun in her eyes in this second half. Makes her performance in the first 45 minutes all the more impressive. She'll have to be wary of this delivery from McDonough. McDonough's delivery, looking for Backhouse. Whiteley, bit of a miss swing, comes out to Talia Backhouse. What a goal. What a start to the second half for Belconnen United. They've played just under 2 minutes and they break through. The first goal of the game goes the way of Talia Backhouse. And that is a really disappointing one for Gungahlin United. Disappointing goal to concede. Straight off the corner. But you give a player like that the quality she has in her locker. Space in the box. She'll finish that in off the post. What a finish from Backhouse. Belconnen lead 1-0. And Gungahlin, with one player short, have it all to do. They'll have to make sure they've got numbers back, but they're getting forward here. Good tackle from McDonough. This isn't just the best attack in the league as well, the best defensive record. They've only conceded 8 goals in 10 games. So they're no easy beat defensively. Long throw from Grove, chested away. Bobbin picks it up. Away by Backhouse. Percival back to Ferguson. Stevens loses possession. Teen with plenty of space. Plays it across to Anika Corrie. And the shot on goal is in the back of the net. And it's Kira Bobbin who makes it 2 for Belconnen. It's a quality finish from the league's top scorer. With barely played 3 second half minutes, it's already 2 to Belconnen. Really disappointing start to the game. To the second half for Gungahlin, who have been playing so well. It's just 2 chances, not the clearest cut, but they've been clinically finished. That is the Belconnen we know from this season. Make that 77 goals in 11 games this season. More. Back it goes for Stevens. Now, Ferguson. Looking for a teammate. Stella DeMarco looks for Whiteley. Legends and Whiteley contesting the ball. Legends did really well in the end. Hadley looking for Grove, trying to turn away from Bobbins. A really good move from Grove. Nat DeMarco. Stella DeMarco for Nat again. Picked up by Bobbin, who bagged her 15th of the season with that goal there. Low and hard into the bottom corner. It's a goal which puts her 4 clear of Lisa DeCampi, the next high scorer at the club. Belconnen into the area with Bobbin, who's gone down. Ball 1 fairly. Bobbin goes 2 clear in the overall NPL Women's Golden Boot race as well. Tomorrow, Cochrane from West Canberra Wanderers is on 13. Bobbin now on 15. But West Canberra kicked off at the same time as this match against Canberra, Croatia. The other game started at 2 PM, Canberra Olympic against Madura FC. That game finishing 7-0 to Olympic. So massive win again for them, which puts the pressure on Gungahlin again in that top 4 race, with West Canberra and Croatia also playing each other. That means one of those teams will lose and potentially keep Gungahlin in the top 4. Pike has picked up that pass after a miscued pass from Laurel Tye. Great pressure from Moore, who has not stopped running in that midfield. Pike with the throw, looking for Alina Roberts. Back heel finds Amy Moore. Plays it over to Stella DeMarco. Percival. Bit of room for Nat DeMarco now. Look for Castle. Important win by Pike and away by Corrie. Lovely turn by Teen. Couldn't find Alina Roberts has been kept fairly quiet on this other side by Ivy Stevens. Grove. Bobbin might get there, but Haley gets there first. Just a few moments there for Gungahlin, which show that they keep the ball and they are good enough to unlock this Belconnen team, even with 10 players on the field. The volleyed effort is wide. Might even go out for a throw-in. Stevens doesn't quite get that throw right. Turns the ball to Belconnen. Monty Pike looking for Corey. Heavy touch. Throw goes the way of Gungahlin. Over at Melrose Synthetic, Canberra, Croatia have put 5 past West Canberra. It's 5-1. It's a massive win for Canberra, Croatia against their top 4 rivals, which would jump them up to 3rd place as it stands. Gungahlin dropping to 4th. So West Canberra, the team to drop out of the top 4. Such a difficult one to predict. But that is a massive advantage that Canberra, Croatia have over West Canberra. There's a free kick for Belconnen United. Plenty of numbers forward, everyone back for Gungahlin. It's another good delivery, flicked on, but go out for a corner. McDonough, no rush to get the ball to swing it in. Be another in swing, another tester from McDonough. This one finds Peltine on the edge of the area. It's really well controlled. And the effort from Backhouse, I think it was, finds the gloves of Hannah Ferguson. Roberts contesting with Stevens, who's done really well and's picked out a good pass to find Castle down the left. Her ball in, looking for Whiteley. Legends defends really well, as she's been doing all game. Has not put a foot wrong. Belconnen's number 7. McDonough now with plenty of room to drive into. A great release to find Alina Roberts. Numbers fighting back for Gungahlin. Roberts gets the ball in, looking for the Campley, who didn't quite catch a hold of the header. Bit of room for Bobbin. The effort from Backhouse is over the bar. So another chance for Belconnen, being much more dominant in this second half. As I mentioned, they did have more chances in the first. Gungahlin really rarely threatened, even with 11 on the field. They defended quite well. Their intensity as well, you couldn't question that. Put in a really good effort. Belconnen's quality shining through in this second period. Throw for Ivy Stevens. Deep in Gungahlin territory. Still looks like a back 2 for Belconnen almost, with Legends and McDonough camped back there watching Darby Whiteley, who's very quick. So a handy play to have when you've got one less player. But the wind conditions as well make those passes, those long passes, so difficult to execute. Natamarco with a good one to find Megan Castle, and Belconnen got numbers around her to shepherd it back to Laurel Tide. Great defensive work from Pike and McDonough. Pike, who is a part of what looks like now a back three, has license to push on though. And as we've just seen then, has the work rate to get back and assist her defensive partners. We're going to see an early change for Belconnen. Kira Bobbin making way. So an attacking change with Samantha Shea coming on. Been performing really well in the Belconnen reserves team this season. Long throw from Pike for DeCampley. Really great touch from her. Can get on the end of it again. Shoulder to shoulder with Stevens. Great strength from both of them. Pike with the low ball in, can't find a teammate. Picked up by Nikikori. Roberts taking on Stevens and DeMarco, going through 4 players before finding Lauren Preston. Can't quite get it clear. Gungahlin clearing the ball into their own teammates. Really well done by Stella DeMarco. Picked up by Nikikori. Belconnen will come again. Flick by Teen has done really well. Cut inside and found Corey. Is she fouled? Ball comes out for Teen again. What a great move that was from Teen. Referee didn't give a foul in the end. Cross in is looking for Roberts. Castle turning away from Preston, looping it over to Whiteley. Legends wide to Shea. Finds Peltine. He's had a really good game. Castle able to turn, has done well with what she's had really in this game. Again, Castle. Pass from Stevens, can't find her teammate. Percival's done well up against DeCampley. Teen again running hard. Gungahlin calm on the ball. Great little move there from Roberts. The cross in. DeMarco's clearance. Found a Belconnen player. They can't get it clear. DeMarco's done well in the end. Nowhere to go really. Away by Haitley. Pike. It's a run for a throw. Gonna see a triple change for Gungahlin. Lucy Darcy, Joanna Lamont coming on. Moore and Haitley making way. And Ivy Stevens is the other player replaced. Lamont will head over to defensive position. Looks like she'll fill in for Stevens at left back. Lucy Darcy filling in at centre back. And one more change for Gungahlin in the midfield with Amy Moore departing. I think Olivia Budeweg has come on. Roberts trying to dribble through the entire Gungahlin team again. And the play goes for another throw. Bronte Pike has the ball. Looking for Roberts, who flicks it on. Everyone back for Gungahlin. Belconnen with everyone in their opponent's half. Teen looking to find Shea. Annalise Grove gets it clear. Nat DeMarco finding Lamont. Pike sees it out for a throw. Corey turning away from Nat DeMarco. Here's Olivia Biddlewick, who's come on for Amy Moore. Had a really good game in that midfield for Gungahlin. Backhouse. Can't get clear of Percival. Darby Whiteley with not many numbers forward. Percival to her right. She'll take on McDonough and look to play it into Castle. I think was in an offside position. And look at the space for Alina Roberts, who can play it across. Cleared by Lucy Darcy. Stella DeMarco. Castle. DeMarco. Whiteley. Came off McDonough to Gungahlin. It's Belconnen throw in the end. Took a nick off a Gungahlin player in the end. Roberts only found Nat DeMarco, and Castle ran into Annalise McDonough. Not a nice coming together between those two. And the whistle's gone from the referee. Free kick potentially has gone the way of Belconnen in the end. Referee's given a drop ball. Potentially given that it was a 50-50 coming together between the two. Jada Lamont, lovely turn away from Alina Roberts. Picked up by Corey. Preston. Whiteley. It's looked dangerous when she's got on the ball, Darby Whiteley. It's a really good pick out for Nat DeMarco. Flicks it over to Annalise Grove, getting forward, the fullback. Take on Samantha Shea. Dud has done really well. It's given a goal kick. The way a Belconnen Gungahlin player is not happy at all. Goal kick has been given. That would have been a really big chance for Gungahlin United. A rare set piece in the game. They would have been playing for it, and not happy they didn't get it in the end. Well defended by Samantha Shea. Croatia have scored 6 against West Canberra now. It's a really big result for them. Off the back of a good performance against Belconnen in the last game. McDonough driving forward. Well read by Percival. Grove, good pick out for Nat DeMarco. Corey's driving forward and has slipped it in to Tecumseh Pearl Teen, having a go, and it's wide. Not a bad effort. Ferguson just stood and watched and hoped, and it did eventually drop. The wrong side of the post from Pearl Teen's perspective. She will feel potentially robbed of a goal, having stolen in the first half and been dragged back by Ayla Robertson. She'll want to get herself on the score sheet. Down the line it goes from Annalise Grove, cleared by Legends. Percival gets her head to it. Pike is driving forward, looking for Teen. Well intercepted by Maddie Percival. He's looking for Castle. Pike tackled by Lamont. Bit of room for Talia Backhouse to shoot. Well intercepted by Lucy Darcy. Backhouse has got there ahead of Stella DeMarco. Grove shepherding it back. DeCampler gets there ahead of Darcy. It's a nice turn away. Throw goes the way of Belconnen. I think there's going to be a change or two for Gungahlin. Just the one change. Off comes Megan Castle. Looks like a forward change. As Ella Hall makes her way onto the field for Gungahlin. Her team's top scorer in the reserves. I suppose been performing at a really good level in that competition. Preston. Won by Bitterweg, flying into the challenge. Gungahlin still putting 100% effort in. Wide by McDonough looking for Pike. Roberts. Pike driving forward well. Defended by Whiteley. Important touch from Roberts. Now Shea. Backhouse. Backhouse is having a go. Well held by Ferguson. Good positioning as well. Looking long for Hall, who flicks it on. McDonough. Back to Grove. Hall. Ball over the top looking for Nat DeMarco. Laurel Ty. Out it goes for Pearlteen. Now Anika Corrie. Well won back by Gungahlin. Free kick will go their way. Corrie too strong in the challenge up against Nat DeMarco. Chance for them to get a few numbers forward as well. Change being prepared for Belconnen. It will go through. Layla Billington ready to come on as Pearlteen heads off. So disappointment potentially for Teen that she didn't get her goal today. But overall, another really good performance from the midfielder. And on comes Layla Billington. Percival with a deep free kick, looking long. The wind's died down a little bit. So potentially some of those long balls and through balls as well might come off a few more times for either side. Annalise Grove. When it goes to Nat DeMarco. Flag is up, and I think a free kick's gone the way of Belconnen. Which will be taken by Hamish McDonough. He's had an overall comfortable game alongside the defensive partner in the second half, Steffi Legends. Led by Lamont. Gungahlin still, even with one less player, making things really difficult for Belconnen. Lamont. Pike getting there ahead of Whiteley. It's done well to keep a hold of the ball. Bronte Pike did not give up on it. DeMarco. Back to Ferguson, who knocks it high. Pike picks it up again and has a go. Got a few minutes over 15 left to go in this second half. Remains Belconnen United 2, Gungahlin United 0. Preston over to Pike. Now Roberts. Lamont does really well. Up against Alina Roberts. Now to Marco. He's done so well to break through 2 challenges there. Lamont's driving forward. Pike's done so well again. Billington. Idea was a good one. Roberts not on the same wavelength as her teammate. Picked up by Percival. Ferguson. Now Nat to Marco. Whiteley. Given away to Corrie. Gets away from Stella DeMarco. DeCampley's away from Darcy. Alyssa DeCampley. Her shot finds the gloves of Ferguson, who, despite conceding those 2 goals, could be really proud of her performance in goal today for Gungahlin. So they get forward here with Grove hunting down McDonough. Calmly done. And free kick will go the way of Gungahlin, as Samantha Shea is clearly fouled. And we are going to see another change for Gungahlin as W. Whiteley heads off and is replaced by the more defensive-minded Danielle Smith, who started the season at ANU, now representing Gungahlin United. DeCampley. Shea trying to break away from the challenge of Stella DeMarco, couldn't in the end. Percival for Darcy. DeCampley, they've won the ball back. Layla Billington's going for goal. Might have been a cross. It finds Alina Roberts, who's trying to skip clear of Smith. It was a good idea. Wrong execution in the end. Again, they're looking to play quickly out from the back, and they're just surrounded by blue shirts. Gungahlin really struggling to get the ball forward, but they've done that well. Now to Marco looking for Hall. McDonough calmly done. In the end, Hall working hard to win it back. She picked up the ball here. Donna gets in the way again. Another top-class display at the back from Ailish McDonough. Shea taking on Darcy at the other end. It's done really well. It's got clear of her, gets the cross in, and finds Alina Roberts, who scuffs her shot. And Percival scuffed her clearance in the end. And that could have gone anywhere. It goes out for a corner. McDonough will head over to swing this one in. Into the final 15 minutes of the game. Everyone forward for Belconnen United. Just the one play back in Legends. Corrie making her way back now as McDonough swings it in. Will be picked up by Nikki Corrie. Bit of space for Shea. Picked up by Backhouse, who's having a go. Ferguson behind it again. They're pushing high. Ferguson with the long clearance flicked up by Hall. Legends back to McDonough. Right, it goes to Roberts. Or defended by Smith. So Gungahlin have emptied their bench. All 5 substitutes are on the field now. Played by Smith after good work from Corey. Roberts eventually finds the ball. Drives away from Smith. Well defended by Lamont. Mike will head over to take the throw deep in Gungahlin territory. Roberts. Anika Corey with a bit of room to have a go. It's a good cross, actually. Maybe looking for Shea at the back post. McDonough turning Ella Hallwell, who has not given up on that. Corey wide to Bronte Pike. Looks wide for Roberts with space again. Roberts' cross in is a good one. Great control by Billington. And how about that control from DeMarco as Hall is making her way forward. Hall taking on Legends. Great effort from the substitute and has won the ball back. Legends eventually gets the final say. Hall shoved by Legends in the end. That was great involvement from the Gungahlin substitute. Well defended in the end, though, by Legends. After a tussle between the two. McDonough. Corey looking long. Backhouse giving chase. Ferguson read it really well. Pike for Billington. Now DeMarco. Now Anika Corey. McDonough with another really good ball. Finding Elena Roberts, who's become a really important part of Belconnen's attacking pushes in this second half. Didn't see much of the ball in the first, but been heavily involved and a really good second half performance on this right hand side. Gungahlin win the ball back through Grove. Percival with a good pass into space for Stella DeMarco. Now DeMarco and Hall are forward. And that pass looking for Hall and might get there. Well defended by Legends. Ella Hall nearly sneaking in. Now Gungahlin with a bit of territory in their opponent's half. Heavy touch by Nat DeMarco. They play out comfortably, Belconnen. Pass from Corey's a really good one. It's found Layla Billington, who will take on Percival. Percival's defended that really effectively. Composure. Smith. Roberts. Roberts gets the cross in, but offside flag is up. Belconnen will make a change. Lena Roberts makes her way off the field. And we are going to see a bit of a rotation of that front line. To Campley heading over to the right. Backhouse moving up to the central striker. By Percival looking for Natamarco. Sophia Dumos has come on for Belconnen. You'll see her back in these colours in the first grade. Darcy, header won by Shea. Hall looking to find the unmarked DeMarco. Belconnen still defensively strong. Shea. Back house it was in the end. Really important tackle made by Jada Lamont. Back it goes. Hall, good pass off to Budaweg. Bit of room for Annalise Grove. Knocks it forward, gives Hall something to chase. Laurel Ty comfortably able to get there. Got just under 10 minutes left of this game. Belconnen look to be cruising towards an 11th win from 11 this season. No team yet able to get close to them, really. Good effort from DeCampley. Gungahlin can take a lot of positives from their first half performance in particular. They were able to go toe-to-toe with Belconnen. Just lacking the penetration in the final third. Dumos. Stella DeMarco finding DeMarco. Looks wide for Grove, picked up by Talia Backhouse. Now Samantha Shea looking for Corey. Percival puts it out of play. Got just about 5 minutes left of the match. Remains 2-0 to the Wayside Belconnen. Cleared by Percival. Wide it goes to Lauren Preston, who can drive on this right-hand side. DeCampley. Shaking off Danielle Smith really well. Picked up by Dumos. Legends. Nice turn by Dumos, who's got a bit of room to roam into. Billington looking for Shea. Billington back it goes to Anika Corey. Looking for DeCampley. Comes out to Sophia Dumos. Held by Ferguson in the end. If they do lose this game, Gungahlin, they'll bounce back. They'll look to bounce back next week with an away game against Tuggeranong. So I feel is a winnable fixture before going away to West Canberra, who are on the back of what we expect to be a big win for Canberra Croatia against them, before hosting West Canberra Wanderers midweek fixture. Groves cross held by Laurel Ty. Picked up by Bronte Pike. Looking down the line for Billington. Smith gets there first. Billington does well to win it back. DeCampley gives it back to Layla Billington, who cuts inside. Finds Corey. Trying to get away from Lamont, who defended really well in the end. Belconnen United have a week off next week. Would have been their game against ANU. The week after, they host Madura before going away to Madura the week after. Alicia McDonough heading over to take this corner. Just around 3 minutes left of regular time. Wouldn't expect too much additional time at the end of this one. McDonough's delivery looking for Preston. Comes out to Legends. Furthest play back for Belconnen. Annika Corrie. Effort is wide in the end. Legends beaten to the ball by Annalise Grove, who's had such a good game for Gungahlin. It's a really good release. Looking for Ella Hall, who picks up McDonough's clearance. Hall has won the ball back off McDonough and finds Nat DeMarco. It's a bit of a defensive mix-up for Belconnen. Hall getting there, went down. Dumos comes out to Budaweg. Looking for Hall, clearance from Pike. But Ella Hall's made a really good impact off the bench for Gungahlin. Caused a bit of chaos for the Belconnen backline. It's been hunting down every long pass. Annalise Corrie, Annalise Grove with the throw. Hall tight on Legends. Backhouse picks it up. Cutting inside. Looking for DeCampley. Percival intercepted by Bronte Pike. So we enter the final minute of the contest. Comes out to Dumos. Nat DeMarco still full of running. More advanced position. DeCampley. Gungahlin been working so hard. Billington, important interception by Darcy. Was she fouled? Referee didn't give it. Well done by Lamont. A free kick goes the way of Belconnen. Gungahlin not happy about the decision. It's a free kick for the away side. Final moments of the game. And Tolly Backhouse will stand over this one. Had an effort from a similar distance in the first half. Went for the cross. Will she do the same again? DeCampley is free. Fire on this right-hand side. Backhouse has gone for goal. Came off Grove. Away by Darcy, looking for Stella DeMarco. McDonough. Calmly done again. Space for Billington. Corrie. Backhouse. Will shoot. Well held again by Hannah Ferguson. She's done all game, really. That's DeMarco. Won by Nika Corrie, who has a go from distance. Ferguson might have had it covered. Almost played a minute of additional time at the end of the game. Good football from Gungahlin, playing out from the back. Pass from Percival can't be collected by Nat DeMarco. Bronte Pike. Back to McDonough. Wide it goes to Legends. McDonough away from the challengers. Gives the ball away to Grove. Now Natamarco. Intercepted by McDonough. What a game she's had. Drives away from 2. Billington, backhouse. Cleared by Smith. Stella DeMarco, Natamarco. Cleared by Legends. And that is the full-time whistle. Belconnen United make it 11 wins from 11. It's another victory. It's another 3 points. It's what they used to at this point in the season. It was a close first half. Not many chances for either side. But that sending off late in the game, in the first half, for Ayla Robertson might have made all the difference here. Belconnen grabbed 2 early goals. First through Talia Backhouse, and then through Kira Bobbin to secure 3 well-earned points away from home at Gungahlin Enclosed. Which means at full time here, the score is Gungahlin United 0, Belconnen United 2.